Hey guys, wanted to do a quick segment. If quick, I don't even know if I can do quick, but what I want to do this segment, I want to name it, what does homeowners insurance cover and not cover? So in a nutshell, I'm just going to go through some of them. So most homeowners insurance cover certain basics, but policies vary. So you got to read the fine print. Like I had said, on a homeowners, HO3, HO5 covers everything unless it's specifically excluded. And that could be, like mold foundation, maybe sewage backup, something along those lines. Your homeowners insurance coverage may overlap with their other certain types of insurance, like an umbrella maybe, or something along those lines. I'm trying to think like another liability policy. All policies have deductibles before coverage of your residence, the insured property before it kicks in. And what that means is you have to pay your deductible. So if insurance is going to pay and it's under your deductible, then they don't owe you anything. They owe you over your deductible. So if your deductible is $4,500, damage is $5,000, they owe you $500. Damage or destruction due to vandalism, fire, and certain natural disasters are usually covered. So is your liability if someone's injured on your property. That's on homeowners. However, vandalism isn't covered in renters or landlord-tenant. So that's something that you need to think about. You're not going to get that because chances are a tenant might be mad and get evicted, move out, and vandalize your property, or your property is vacant and they know it's going to be vacant and it gets vandalized. Certain catastrophes like flooding and earthquakes are generally not covered by basic homeowners policies and require specialized insurance. And say you're in Tennessee or California, somewhere where they know there are going to be earthquakes, that might be natural coverage to get, maybe even in North Texas. But usually they will tell you, and then you can just add to it. When you've been out of your house for 60 days, it is considered vacant. And I'm not talking about you took a vacation, you've been coming back and forth and visiting it, and you've been out. But I had a client who the tornado hit his house and it needed to be torn down. Insurance paid the policy limits on it, and he's building it back. But it's been more than 60 days, and his insurance is about to expire anyway. But he doesn't have coverage because he's literally been out of his house for 60 days because it has been built back. It has been torn down and built back. And even though he lives next door in a little, trailer on the property, he has to get a builder's risk because homeowners wouldn't cover it anyway. If he did have coverage in place, it wouldn't cover it because he's vacated 60 days or more. And he probably wants to get a builder's risk that will protect him on anything that happens to the house. We're coming up on hurricane season, anything like that, because it's not a fully built house that someone can live in. But he may want to get renter's insurance to cover liability. And we're not talking about, there's two types of renter's insurance. The one where if somebody steals your stuff, that's it, it covers theft. Then there's another one that covers liability if you're injured or loss of use. If something happens, say you live in an apartment complex and it catches on fire, they cut the electricity to your whole unit or your whole building, and you have to move out, they will pay, like a homeowner's pays, loss of use or additional living expenses. That is something that you would want to think about if you vacated your house and had to get out. Now, landlord tenant, they understand that your house is probably going to cyclically be vacant and not vacant and vacant, not vacant. So on a lot of those, vandalism isn't covered and water isn't covered. So think about that. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there as fast as I could. It's 4 minutes, but stay safe and be prepared.